Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me and welcome. Today's video is in collaboration with my boo Joy. We came together and we wanted to bring you guys a prom tutorial slash hairdo hairstyle so that you guys can slay for prom. I wanted to do my first prom tutorial, something very subtle but still extra and very beat. But I just wanted to go in with some very neutral colors, especially, you know, for prom you want to, you want to be real cute, you want to be beat and stuff. But don't worry for my girls who love color or who plan on wearing color. I will be having some more tutorials for you guys. But without further ado, I'm going to just show you guys how I created this look. So if you guys would like to see, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so I've prepped and primed my eye off camera and did my brows and all that good stuff. So first things first, I'm going to be grabbing this Z palette. Well, actually it's not a Z palette. It's my Makeup Forever eyeshadow palette. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Burnt Orange. I'm just going to take it and begin to buff that into my crease. So I'm just going to fluff that out. Don't worry if it gets, everywhere. I'll show you guys how to clean that up. So next I'm going to take this orange shade right here. This is actually from Morphe and this is in the shade Morocco. So I'm going to go ahead and take that same blending brush and I'm going to layer that right on top. Like I said, eyeshadow is all about layering. So I'm just going to kind of blow that out a little bit. Alright, so next I'm going to grab this shade right here. This is in the color Fudge. I'm going to go ahead and take that on a MAC 217 brush. Something similar to this brush would be the Morphe M433 brush. This is my crease and I'm just going to begin to add that right directly into my crease. So if I were to push in, that's where I want that brown to be. And of course it's gonna blow up just a little bit, but you want the bulk of that color to be directly into the crease. So next I'm gonna take the shade Coal. And I'm just going to add this into the outer V of my eye. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I love a good cut crease. Like I love cut creases and I feel like prom is more than appropriate to have a cut crease. So I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Classic Ivory and I'm just going to take it on a flat concealer brush. So what I'm going to do is begin to cut out my crease. You don't want to do directly your crease because when your eyes are open, you're going to lose everything that's on your lid. So I suggest that you look while you're cutting your crease so that you can see how high you need to go in order for that eyeshadow on your lid to show. And what I like to do is I like to cut my crease down. This just helps control versus me cutting it like this. I find that I don't get a smooth cut. The slower you go, the cleaner it's gonna be, and that's what you want. You don't wanna rush this part. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna take this all the way. I'm gonna stop it right here as I'm approaching the brown, and then I'm going to take this synthetic brush to pick up any excess concealer. And then what I'm gonna do is take that Sigma E44 brush and I'm gonna begin to tap over that concealer just so that we slowly start to blend this out. So next I'm gonna go back into the shade Fudge, which is the deep chocolate brown, and I'm gonna begin to slowly blend in that outer V, and I'm just tapping. When you want to deposit the most amount of color, you're going to tap on off the color and then blend. For my lid, I'm gonna go in with this pigment right here. This is from NYX Cosmetics in the shade Oro. I'm just gonna tap that color. Like I said, we want a nice color deposit, and especially working with loose pigments, I always find that pressing them in, you get more control, because if you start to blend it out, it's gonna just blow off. So next I'm gonna go into the shade Peach Sorbet. I'm gonna take that on my Sigma E58 brush, and then I'm just gonna begin to pack that on the inner corner of my eye. And then I am going to take this loose pigment by Inglot, super pretty, and this is in the shade 124. I'm gonna take that and I'm just going to begin to pack that right on top just for a little bit extra dimension. So next I'm gonna go into the shade Lace, and we're gonna put this right underneath my brow bone just for an extra little pop. As you can see, it's a little crusty and crazy right here, so I'm gonna take my makeup wipe and I'm just going to take the point of my finger and drag it along the edge and just clean up. So for this look, I decided not to do a wing liner. I'm just going ahead and just creating a line on my lash line. Alright, so once you get the thickness that you want, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Sigma E20 brush, which is a shader brush, short shader brush, and I'm just going to begin to kind of pack onto that outer corner of the wing liner into that black eyeshadow that we put down, and I'm just going to smoke it out. Alright, so for my foundation, I'm going to be taking these two gems right here. These have been my current go-to. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blending brush and begin to blend this foundation out. The reason I chose this foundation, one, it's my current favorite, and they're super long wearing. Like, I have worn this, I think I've tested it out maybe 12 hours and my face still looked flawless. And the reason I like this as well is it's a matte foundation, so it is going to last. Especially with prom, you want a good foundation that, you know, you're not gonna have to worry about melting off. And I certainly recommend this foundation. It is like one of the best foundations, and it also is better than some high-end foundations with half the price. I've absolutely been loving this concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Rewind Concealer. I'm going to just take my damp sponge and begin to blend this out. Alright, you guys, so because this is prom and we are just going to be super extra, I am going to cream contour. I'm going to be taking my Anastasia foundations, and this is in the shade Espresso. I just depotted them in this Makeup Forever palette, so yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Real Techniques blending brush, which was the foundation brush that I use. I like to use my foundation brush because I find that it helps blend out a more soft contour, and just, you know, buff it into my skin. Before I set, I gotta put on my lashes. I'm gonna be taking my Grand Glamour lashes from Badescu, and then I'm gonna take my Makeup Revolution banana powder. Alright, so for my all over face powder, I'm actually going to go into the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. I like this powder. It's pretty lightweight, and yeah, it's a nice little powder. Right, so I know you guys are watching me do this tutorial and you guys are seeing my eyelashes look a little crazy. So I'm just going to take my liner and just color on top to make sure that we hide that glue, because that is not cute. I'm going to be taking the Anastasia contour palette. You guys know this is my old faithful. Sierra is looking for her brush because she couldn't find it, and then we're just going to set and warm up that contour and just begin to warm up our perimeter of our face. Alright, so next I'm going to be taking the blush trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is what it looked like. And I'm just going to add that to the apples of my cheeks. So next, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Mario Badescu Rose Water. And I'm just going to mist my face. The reason I'm doing this is because after all those powders, I just find that I have to go in with some sort of mist to just refresh my skin and make sure that it's not looking too cakey. Now that it dried a little bit, I'm just going to press my beauty blender into my skin. And this is just going to give that kind of moisturized, skin-like appearance. Now, onto highlight. So for my highlighter, I'm going to be taking my NARS Illuminating Stick in the shade Southbeach. And I'm just going to use this as my highlighting base. So on top of that, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Amrezy Highlighter. Add that right on top for extra bling. Go all out, sis. You want to bling, okay? For prom, I'm going to need y'all to be blinging. We are going to finish off the remainder of my eyes. I'm going to be taking these shades Brick and Fudge, and I'm just going to buff that underneath my lower lash line. And we're going to take the black in the outer corner and kind of connect both the outer corner and yeah, just connect the two. Take your favorite mascara. I am taking the Rimmel Scandal Eye Mascara, and I'm just going to coat my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that Inglot pigment, and I'm just going to add that to the inner corner of my eye. Last but not least, for my lips, I'm going to go in with a nude because I just feel like that's very classic and just, you know, nice, and I love me a nude. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Cork Lip Liner from MAC. And then I'm going to take the shade Dainty by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then on top of that, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Champagne Glam, which is my, love this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to just finish off with a little spritz of the rose water. And I'm going to go get dressed. Be right back. Alright you guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please be sure to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys go check out Joy's video. She is bringing you guys a super cute way to do your hair for prom. She slays. When I tell you she slays hair, listen, sis slays, okay? From natural to weave to crochet protective styles, baby. Y'all need to go check her out. Be sure to subscribe to her channel as well. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys in my next video. And please be sure to slay for prom. Bye.